I'm Gary from Paddleboard Specialists, and this is the Starboard All Star 14 by 26 brushed carbon. The nose of this board has modest rocker with a very squared profile up on the deck. Does a very efficient job shedding water, even going downwind like we did yesterday. The standing area is very deeply cut in, and you can see the drain holes on the sides. We found even downwinding yesterday, sometimes the standing area would fill with water, but it would very quickly drain out. Very fine shape, relatively narrow at 26 wide, 235 liters of volume. Here's a close-up at the nose, much narrower than previous starboards. It's quite efficient in the water. And there's enough rocker in the nose that it doesn't really fully displace. And I'm told that you want to stand so that just as the curve of the nose is flattening out, that's where you want to have the board in the water. Here's a view of the board turned upside down. Here's the nose. Very fair lines down the entire length of this board. One thing I found very interesting is that even though the rails are rounded, there is a pretty defined release here. And the measurement from this release to the release on the opposite side is all of 23 inches. I really like the low standing area on this board. You can see that my feet are very close to water level. And that's allowing me to get more leverage with my paddle on the water. And I think that helps me. It also clearly makes a big difference in how stable the board feels, considering it's only 26 inches wide. So one other thing that I noticed about the board with its very domed front area was that any water that was getting over as we were doing our downwinder was washing off. None of it was making it back to the standing area. But when I was getting some good glides and I would get my weight back some, the standing area did tend to fill with water to a certain extent. It's pretty easy to feel when the water's only 38 degrees like it is right now. But it also ran out pretty quickly, so I just wore some thicker boots and some wool socks under and it was fine. This board comes with a beautiful 23 hex core race fin. I did feel downwinding that the tail wanted to wash out a little bit sometimes, so my own opinion is I would like to have a larger fin on this board. I've been paddling this new Starboard 14 by 26 All Star. Been out on it 5 different times now, anything from really flat conditions like in this little bay here. We did a nice downwinder, 7.5 mile downwinder yesterday, gusting to about 20, so it wasn't super windy, but there were definitely some good glides available. And this is really the nicest all-around raceboard starboards ever made. It has a really nice combination of surprising stability considering its 26-inch width. It has good glide, good straight line speed. It's very lightweight, 25.5 pounds without the fin installed. I found it very easy to get back on it, catch good glides downwind. There was no tendency to really stick the nose in any of the swells that we were in, although it wasn't particularly big, maybe 2 foot at the biggest yesterday.